Yo guys, it's Kyle coming at you from Bane's Film Reviews. I usually do this in my car, and I usually do it right after I get out of the theater. Things change. We got a dog to get home to, and my dad slept over last night. Priorities took over. So here we are, almost 24 hours after we got to the theater to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, the director of Shang-Chi, which was incredible. I had high hopes for his direction. I did not have high hopes for the film as a whole. They promised a lot of villains, a lot of introductions. This film set itself up for failure. And I'm going to try my best not to spoil things. It first and foremost, it does not fail. While there are things that I wish they'd done a bit differently, and maybe the hype leading up to it had been a bit different, I think that this film delivers on pretty much everything that it promised. I think that Sadie Sink is a great new addition to the MCU. I will not spoil who she is playing. But a great new addition that, if you follow the MCU at all, you already know that she will be back at some point. That is not a spoiler on my part. That is something that the MCU has already put out there months and months and months ago. Tom Holland maybe puts on his best performance. Also, dude is ripped. Like, dude looks like he's been in the gym for 26 of the last 24 hours. But whatever. He puts on a really, really solid performance, and I was very, very impressed with what he did. You don't always go to superhero films to see really strong performances. The MCU does a great job of casting, and they're almost always good performances, but you're not looking at Oscar-worthy performances. And I'm not saying that Tom Holland's performance in Brand New Day is an Oscar-worthy performance, but it has viewers going, wow, this dude can fucking act. And even if you haven't seen him in anything else, this is clear. This makes it very, very clear that he knows how to act, and he will be a stud going forward in Hollywood. Furthermore, everyone else does a spectacular job. He is surrounded by an impeccable cast that does a really, really great job of filling their respective roles. Some have huge roles, some have very small roles, and everybody fills those shoes very, very well. I think that this film does a good job of pacing itself. It's sort of a roller coaster ride of highs of action and lows of dialogue, but they balance themselves out very, very well. I'm impressed with that as well. I am not surprised at all with the action sequences, as Cretton has proven in the past with, again, Shang-Chi, that he knows how to choreograph, he knows how to direct action sequences. He delivers once again. This film is a bit emotional. I understand why someone might be emotional in the theater. I also understand why people would laugh in the theater. I got a bit of both. It didn't quite get me to tears. It didn't quite get me to belly laugh, but there was again a good balance of what this film is delivering to viewers. I just think this is a very good film. I'm going to spoil my rating right now. I'm giving this film an 8.5 out of 10. And again, it's for all the things that I said before. It's also promising a lot of things that will happen in the future of the MCU. It promises a future for Spider-Man. It promises a future of characters that are in this film. And the post-credit scene, don't get your hopes up. I think that it is a big deal, but it will let you down at first glance. Just prepare yourself. But a really, really good film. Just to digress a bit, I have in the past expressed my discontent with going to the theater. And the MCU films have typically been the non-typical experience in terms of what I see when I go to theaters, where viewers are going there because they love the MCU, they know why they're there. But again, we paid $53 to get in this film for two people. We paid another $20 for a popcorn, a drink, and some candy. A small popcorn and a small drink, I might add. And then we had And I'm trying to be as nice as possible. Some late age teenagers, probably 17, 18, probably into their young adulthood kids in the very front row that were running around the theater even before it started, getting up, standing behind the screen, shining their flashlight and their phone through the screen from behind it. This is the thing that is going to ruin theaters. The money aspect of tickets and concessions, and the people that are there don't know how to act. I went to someone even before the film started, call me a Karen if you'd like, but I had had enough. And this lady that worked at Regal in Morristown, New Jersey, had wanted nothing to do with this. She laid into them, and she made it very clear that they were not to act up during this film. And they were. I would give them credit, respectful during the rest of the film. But again, I have expressed my discontent with going to the theater for a multitude of reasons, and some of those things happened yesterday, but overall it was a good experience because this was a very good film. Again, I'm going to give Spider-Man Brand New Day an 8.5 out of 10. My wife and I will be back next week to see it with a friend. I think that she will very much enjoy it. We are going back because she wants to see it, but had we not purchased tickets to see it with her prior, I would very willingly purchase tickets to go see it again because I think it is a really exciting film to see on the big screen. So, until next time, peace.